Okay guys, this is Tuesday and this is lower body day. You're gonna need some dumbbells, you're gonna need one of your mini bands, and then you're gonna need something. I'm just gonna use this bench because I have it, but you're gonna need anything that you can get your feet elevated on, a chair, any kind of bench, anything that you have around the house just to get your feet up. You can use your couch, anything, just to get those heels up in the air, and the higher your heels are, the more you're gonna work your glutes, okay? All right, so our first movement is 10 reverse lunges, 10 pulses, 10 split squats. So I'm gonna show you that. You're gonna take your heavy dumbbells, shoulders are back, abs are nice and tight, and I'm gonna work all one side, okay? So I'm gonna work my right leg, so I'm gonna step back, and I'm gonna do 10 full range of motion reverse lunges, all right? After 10 of those, I'm gonna step back, I'm gonna drop low, and I'm gonna do 10 nice and slow and controlled pulses. After those 10 pulses, I'm gonna stay right here and we're just gonna go into what's called a split squat, which is just a static lunge basically. So I'm gonna drop down and drive and squeeze my front leg as tight as I can, okay? Down and squeeze, down and squeeze. All right, so you have 10 reverse lunges, 10 pulses, 10 split squats, all on one leg without a rest before you move on, okay? And they burn, push through. Number 2 is banded, heel elevated hip thrust. This is where you need your mini band. You're gonna put it above your knees, okay? And I'm gonna lay on my back and I'm gonna go heels down, toes up, and scoop my butt nice and tight. Now, you have the option of putting dumbbells at your hips as well to increase the intensity, okay? So this is it with body weight. So I'm going to drive up, squeeze my glutes as tight as I can. When I'm at the top, squeeze the outside of my hips, slowly release, lower all the way back down. So it's with control, guys, with control and intention. Drive up, squeeze hard, slowly release, and lower back down. So don't do this, all right? Slow it down, think about what you're doing. Drive, squeeze hard, open, slow release, and lower back down. And like I said, you have the option to weight it at your hips as well. So by week 2 or 3, you should be putting weight at your hips because it should become easier for you. Or you can double up on your band, so you could stack another one on top of this to increase your resistance with the band as well. So there's 2 ways to increase your intensity. All right, moving on is deadlift drops. You need 1 heavy dumbbell. You're gonna place that dumbbell between the arches of your feet. So I don't want it in front of your feet, I want it right here. And this is gonna force you to reach back into your hips to pick this weight up, okay? Shoulders back, chest is high. I like my other hand behind my back. You can put it out to the side. You just can't push off your leg with it, okay? So I'm gonna lower down, drive through my heels, squeeze my glutes as hard as I can, take it back down to the floor, switch the hand out, drive, squeeze. Back down, switch, squeeze. Squeeze, I forgot there's 2 movements. Sorry, down, squeeze. Come all the way back up. So there's 2 movements to 1 rep. Squeeze, back up, squeeze. Keep your abs in nice and tight, okay? Deadlift drops. Moving on. So we have banded lateral steps. You're gonna go back to your heavy resistance mini band. Put it on your ankles. Knees are soft, turn sideways. Knees are soft, slight bend forward in the hips to open up the glutes. Keep your shoulders back, your chest high, abs up nice and tight, okay? I'm gonna drive with my heel. So I'm gonna step with the heel and over, not with my toe where I rotate my hip, okay? So drive here, staying low, abs in, nice and tight. These are your lateral steps. All right, so you got 40 of those, so it's 20 on each leg. Next is goblets. So we have 15 full range of motion goblet squats with 15 pulses, and that equals 1 rep. All right, so you're gonna take your heavy dumbbell, you're gonna put it At chest level, not on the chest, right here. Abs are in nice and tight. Clamp it with those arms, because your goal with goblet squats is to get your elbows inside of your knees, okay? So right here, so I'm gonna do 15 full range of motion squats, like this. After that 15th one, I'm gonna come down nice and low, and I'm gonna pulse for 15 counts, keeping that weight off of your chest, okay? So 15 full range of motion, 15 pulses is 1, all right? Last and final is 50 body weight reverse lunges. So you can step them if you want, working on range of motion and getting that back knee as low as we can with control. Or if you want to increase your intensity, jump all 50. Or maybe you start off jumping and you get 20 and then you have to back it off and go to walking. But 50 body weight lunges, and that's your leg day.